Is Shinji a fraud? Shinji is one of the coolest characters in Bleach, and that's pretty much common knowledge. But the problem with Shinji is throughout the entire series, he has like no wins. So let's look at Shinji's character to see if he's really a fraud. So when Shinji was first introduced, you could already tell that he was a really unique character. He's upside down most of the time, and he just has a really different look in the face compared to other Bleach characters. We can already tell that he's pretty strong because he's like the leader of the Visors. Going forward in the story, we see Shinji absolutely embarrass Grimmjow, the same dude who just injured Rukia and beat the life out of Ichigo. And we hear arguably a top 3 soundtrack in Bleach and one of the best theme songs for any side character. He trains Ichigo, he's cool and confident, and his design is just hard. The fake Karakuta Town arc happens, and this is where we see him fight Aizen. But before that, we get a flashback arc. This isn't just any flashback arc. This is the arc that shows us that Shinji isn't just a guy. We find out that Shinji was a captain. Not only that, but Aizen was below him. Yeah, Aizen was still pretty OP at the time, but this is easily his most vulnerable state. And this is where we get one of Shinji's most impressive scenes. So Aizen is spying on Shinji with Kido, and Shinji sees right through him. He dismisses it easily, and Aizen proceeds to ask him how long he knew he was there. And Shinji says, from the day you were in your mother's womb. Even though Aizen played his cards right, completed his holification, and ended up framing Urahara, we have to admit that this is the moment that we see that Shinji is way different from all the other Visors. He was the one who kept his composure the most, even more than Urahara. And out of all the Visors, he was the one who went down last, if I remember correctly. Now, one thing I hate about Bleach fans is the audacity to call someone like Komamura fodder or a jobber just because he lost against somebody like Aizen. Like, are we really saying shit like this after he literally stopped the main character's theme song? Okay. So Shinji ended up losing against Aizen, of course, in the fake Karakuta Town arc. If I remember correctly, it was because of him being too overconfident in explaining his ability. And Aizen is Aizen. We move on to 1000 Year Blood War, and for the entire first invasion, this man Shinji is just running around like a track star. He has no fights or nothing, he's just running around, not running away from anybody, just running. Then we go into the second core where we found out the real reason that Shinji never had the opportunity to use his Bankai. He uses it on foot soldiers, which I don't have a problem with. Bro had his own theme, he has some good animation, and he just looks cool overall. So he meets Bambietta, and he has another theme song. Like, bro, they just glazing at this point, bro. Like, I'm expecting him to go fight Yuha after this. And not only that, but it's a straight up R&B theme song. Do you know how cool that is, bro? But then Bambietta uses her voice stand dig and one-shots him. One-shots him. So basically, Shinji's Shikai, it changes the opponent's sense of direction, which is pretty OP, but Bambietta just happens to be a hard counter to this and just blows up everything around her. Like anything, like if her bombs touch Reishi, it's gonna blow up. So now that we've looked at most of Shinji's history throughout the entirety of Bleach, it's time to finally answer the question. Is Shinji a fraud? Personally, my answer is no. Shinji never really stated that he was the strongest like he was Gojo or something. And yeah, he's hella overconfident, but I would be too if I had abilities like his. His opponents are just bad matchups, or they're just way too OP. And his theme songs are way too goated for me to just call him a fraud like that, bro. I'm sorry, I just can't do it. So yeah, that's the end of the video. If you like this video, make sure to leave a comment and subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next video.